What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with the 30th volume of the CTC Lightning Round Review, where every Friday we take a look at 8 new products hitting store shelves right now. And this time it's 8 candy-oriented products and some pretty interesting looking stuff. We've got Galactic mystery flavored Gushers fruit snacks. We have blue raspberry Mentos. Sour Crunchy Trolli Sour Bright Worms. We've got Jolly Rancher Sour Gummies. Coca-Cola Tic Tacs. Whole Almond Hershey Bar with white chocolate.
Interesting.
We've got Raspberry and Cream Kit Kat. And last but not least, M&M's Dark Chocolate Candy Bar. And so basically, just like every Friday, Ryan and I are about to turn off the cameras. We're going to try all 8 of these new products. And when we come back, we will be ranking them from worst to first in terms of their taste in a capsule countdown, and also giving all 8 of these new products a gimmick grade so you know just how interesting all this new stuff is. I'm excited to get into it, so give us a second and we will be right back. And we're back, and coming in at last place, 8th place. Definitely an underperformer today. It's the Coca-Cola Tic Tacs. Coca-Cola, they're putting out some innovative stuff right now. You know, they've got their whole line of energy drinks. They got coffee coming soon. But man, oh man, these Tic Tacs just taste like straight medicine. That is not what you want. Also, I think it's $3.99 at Target. I mean,
Pricey.
Very pricey. I do love the Coca-Cola logo on each individual Tic Tac piece. I think that's a really nice touch. I think that the container is really well designed with like the Coca-Cola bottle silhouette in there. So I'm going to give the gimmick an 8 out of 10. I think it's a good mixture of brands, but for taste, it tastes like really bad flat Coke. Man, it's just not. And they made a cola, like they've done like cherry cola and stuff, Tic Tacs, and they were always pretty good. Somehow linking with the marquee cola in the world made for a worse product.
How did that happen?
I don't know how that happened, but I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 10 and 8th place on today's Capsule Countdown. All right, and coming in at 7th place, what do you think these are? They're blue raspberry Mentos. So these are a Dollar General exclusive product, and they're $1 at the Dollar General checkout. But I got a 25%, or it's 25 cent, I guess also per percent, discount for some reason. So they were 75 cents. I don't know if that's a sale that they got going on, or maybe because I bought 2, but it said $1 and I paid 75 cents. So whatever you take from that. It's smaller than a typical tube of Mentos. Man, you know, a lot of times blue raspberry is a super flavorful thing. And when it's well executed, like in a couple of the products that we'll get into later, it is one of my favorite candy flavors. But this one, just, it was flat. It had no kick, no sour, no nothing. I think the idea of blue raspberry Mentos is okay, so I'll give the gimmick a 5 out of 10. But for taste, 3.5 out of 10, 7th place on today's Capsule Countdown. Just a very flat taste, and I'm just not that into it. All right, and coming in at 6th place is the Raspberry and Cream Kit Kats. So these are a Valentine's Day product, and I believe by the time this posts, it's already not Valentine's Day anymore, so
Get them on a discount.
you can get them on a discount, but I really wouldn't recommend it. I like that Kit Kat in America is now finally starting to, you know, branch out and make new flavors like the foreign Kit Kats. Look at those adorable guys on the back.
They're cute.
So because of that, I'll give it a 5 out of 10 for the gimmick. You know, it's interesting enough, but it's also safe. That said, this has a very, 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 very artificial kind of throat burniness. Just not a product I would hang my hat on if I were Kit Kat, that's for sure. I understand that they also have a lemon one coming out, which now I'm less excited about having tasted the raspberry one. And, you know, I'm a firm believer that when a brand expands, into new flavors, you should make it at least not significantly diminish the quality of your flagship product. So it's still a Kit Kat, but it's just not anything all that great. Also a little pricey, $3.99 at Kroger. Man, oh man. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. Sixth place on today's Capsule Countdown. Not a lot of strong candy offerings in the beginning of this particular lightning round. All right, as we're approaching the midway point here, we've got UFO, the Galactic Fruit Gushers. They have a mystery flavor that they call a unidentified flavor object, which I freaking love. Greetings, Earthling. These Gushers are from a different galaxy, and each box comes with purple UFOs, unidentified flavored objects. Can you guess the mystery flavor in your Gushers pouch? That is the message from the unidentified purple one, but each packet... Oh, by the way, it comes with 20 freaking pouches because it comes from Walmart. I had to pay almost $6 for this thing. This is like $5.68 for this box of fruit snacks. Stop making obnoxiously... Oh my God, dude, did you know it shimmered?
No.
Look at that.
Oh, very nice.
All right, Gimmick's 10 out of 10. But nonetheless, despite an incredible design... Actually, no, Gimmick is a 9.5 because of this. You ready? They're just regular yellow packs on the inside, so I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. If they would have looked like what it looks like outside, especially with this shimmeriness, I would have given it a 10 out of 10 Gimmick Grade. We'll go 9.5. But I am tired of buying stuff that's just obnoxiously large. That said, each packet does have the asteroid apple and the berry star cluster. Berry star cluster? That's such a dumb name. They come up with unidentified flavor object and berry star cluster? What is this, like a General Mills cereal from 1993?
What about Beetlejuice?
Dude, now that would be amazing. So here we go. We got the unidentified flavor object are the purple ones, and man, oh man, the green ones were some of the worst fruit snacks ever created. That is one of the worst Apple products ever made. Blue ones are all right. The best ones are the purple ones, the unidentified flavor objects, but I'm going to make it a IFO and identify it as plum-flavored Gushers, and I like it. Because of the apple, it had to take 5th place on today's Capsule Countdown, but I will give it a 6 out of 10, so not too awfully bad.
Good box. Great
box, but yeah, I mean... Yeah, grape nut size box. I do like that. It's too many Gushers. You know, it's just too many Gushers. All right, so next, this has become our second most popular review on the channel when we covered the M&M's candy bars, and now there is, with no fanfare whatsoever, a 6th flavor added to the mix. It's dark chocolate M&M candy bar. And I found it at H-E-B for $1.68, so the price is right. Look at how beautiful these designs of candy bars are that they make. So I'm giving the Gimmick a 9 out of 10 just for a really well-executed bar itself. I love the little M&M buttons in there, and I love the character, although it is a little weird that it's always the red M&M and not, you know, the brown M&M in this case with the glasses and all that. So that's kind of a bummer, but there are little bits and pieces of M&M inside the candy bar, and look, if you're into dark chocolate, you will like it. It is bitter. It is pretty good, but it's also silky smooth. It's got a little bit of the crispiness from the M&M's pieces. Just a pretty decent product. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 in 4th place on today's Capsule Countdown.
It feels high quality.
It does feel high quality.
Chocolate,
and for a bar that's this size for $1.68 with this kind of matte finish look to it, high quality candy on the inside, you're right. It's a giftable thing, even for somebody you're not really all that into, right?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Exactly. So we've got the white chocolate with whole almonds Hershey bar coming in at 3rd, 88 cents at H-E-B. And I've seen it popping up more and more places lately, but usually in the in like the king size variety, found it at a normal size at H-E-B. Here's what it looks like inside. It's got that kind of yellowish hue, white chocolate, and then there'll be a piece of almonds for each like vertical part. But we did find that there's like a big gap in this particular bar, so it's definitely a flawed product. From a gimmick standpoint, it's just Hershey with almonds, only it's white chocolate instead. The wrapper is so boring it practically lulled me to sleep, so it's really not a gimmick. So the gimmick is a 1 out of 10 for the gimmick grade. But the taste I thought was pretty good. I'll give the taste also a 7.5 out of 10. Pretty decent. It's tough to say. Really, I mean, you could flip a coin as far as I'm concerned with the M&M dark chocolate. Now that I'm really thinking about it and really thinking of how they each tasted, I'm going to flip-flop. Okay. I'm going to keep both at 7.5, but I'm going to give 4th place to the Hershey and 3rd place to the M&Ms. Oh. But they get a tied score. So, I mean, they're really close. Yeah. But I do think that by a little hair, so like 7.51 for the M&M, and then, and plus it's not that interesting. Not that that really factors in to the taste, but when you gotta do a tiebreaker. So M&M's, you did end up coming in 3rd after all.
Now, how does that Hershey's almond white compare to milk chocolate almond white?
Milk chocolate almond is significantly better, and I mean the white chocolate throat burniness is just not for me. I'm just not that into white chocolate. I'm just not into it. I'm much more into milk and dark chocolate than I am a white chocolate. Well, our final 2 products have no chocolate, and the second place winner is the kind of rebranding of the Jolly Rancher Gummies with sour flavors with character shapes. And only 99 cents for a kind of theater style box like this at Target. So the price is definitely right, and it comes in a box, so nice, easy, and collapsible for my collection. It comes in cherry, orange, lemon, blue raspberry, and apple flavors. My favorite was the blue raspberry. All of these flavors are extremely sour, especially the lemon. The lemon one was very good as well. I wasn't that into the apple one. I wasn't that into the cherry one, but I did think that the other flavors were strong enough that that it really did elevate. So I said orange, but actually it was watermelon was the other flavor, which was really tasty. I don't know how I forgot because it actually was really good. Look, if you're looking for a sour gummy candy, I think that this is pretty close to the gold standard right now. The texture's great, really tastes good, but it's very sour. If you're not into sour candy, you will not like this. But I do like sour candy. I like the box, I like the design, I like the new approach. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 for the gimmick, and I give it an 8 out of 10 for the taste. In 2nd place on today's Capsule Countdown, because I do like sour candy. That said, this is a shocker to me. I would have never guessed. It is the Trolli Sour Crunchy Crawlers, $1.99 at Target. They come in watermelon worms with strawberry coating, cherry worms with lime coating, and orange worms with blue raspberry coating, as evidenced on the back there. So what it is it's a candy shell with a chewy, gummy worm center. So just like the traditional Sour Brite worms have the worms, and then on the outside they put a bunch of that sour sugar, this one actually puts a thick layer of candy coating on the outside that also has kind of some sour and sweet properties to it. Ryan, you made the best comparison of all. You compared it to a shock tart texture on the outside, and minus that like sourness of the shock tart, it's a perfect comparison. It's going to be a little tough to tell on camera, but there is like a color contrast on the inside and a big, you want to talk about a mixture of textures.
Loud.
They're so loud.
It's a hard.
So what I'm saying about the worms, it's very difficult to be heard over these, but really tasty. I love the texture. It's unlike any other product ever created. There's just so few things that you can say that are like that.
I appreciate the uniqueness. Mm-hmm. I don't like shock tarts or gummies, so it was like the worst thing for me.
But If anything, that may be an indicator of its quality because you're not that into that style, and that made you not like it, right? But I'm into...
So it nailed its style that I hate.
I'm into like the sour thing and the gummy thing, and I just think so unique. Gimmick Grade, 9 out of 10. Taste, 8.5 out of 10. First place on today's Capsule Countdown. So
Trolli.
It won. Trolli, nice job. All right, and we're going to break out a very unique product from the archives. None of the candy today was actually gum, so let's bring out a gum. It's Domino's Pizza Bubble Gum. Now, this is not pizza-flavored bubble gum, unfortunately, but this gum This gum from 1990 is regular, like pink bubble gum flavored, shaped like a pizza. Comes in this nice Domino's Pizza box. On the back, you actually get a coupon where you can redeem a free topping on a Domino's pizza, which I'm sure any kid loves clipping coupons for pizza that their parents buy. But just a neat, I mean, it's a neat product. You know, it's, it says it has 40 slices. I don't know how that is physically possible. This is one of the tiniest boxes of anything ever. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it looks like inside, but I'm not going to open it and find out. But I do love this. Proudly display this in a case in the capsule here because it's just a neat little gimmicky product. That's a 10 out of 10 gimmick grade. That's brands cooperating and really kind of elevating things and getting some good brand equity by working together. I think it was a really, really neat gum, and I love the idea of putting on a coupon for the redeeming a free topping. And it says help prevent child abuse, so it also has a good, I don't know how you're supposed to help with a thing of gum. It's not like they're going to donate any money to prevent it. They're just saying, stop it. Stop abusing kids. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the review. And of course, until next time, I will miss you until I see you. Cheers.